Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's on the mic, yeah. Zo in the zone, breaking down plays like I'm coaching from home. Women's game, rise and call it throne for the queens. I'm the conduit, connecting courts with big screens. iamzomedia, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defender, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past to the rookies today, I document the journey, every bounce, every play. Respect on their name, they redefine the trail. Prince with Zo Media, telling stories regale. Zo Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the...
What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm back in the mix of things, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Andre? Again, this is iamzomedia. I'm your host, Prince. You already know what it is. Hey, look, I've been figuring out my schedule and all of that. So y'all be locked in. I got amazing shows coming. This is actually the first episode of What Are We Doing? Again, the What Are We Doing merch will be available on my store soon. So be on the lookout for that as well. But I got amazing episodes coming. I finally kind of narrowed down my schedule. I'm super excited for everything that I'm trying to build for the iamzomedia network. Man, appreciate everybody who's going to be a part of everything that I'm going to be doing, man. Appreciate everybody who's going to be a part of everything I'm doing. Man, it's been a minute. My bad. Look, I've been figuring out my schedule and everything. But again, my What Are We Doing episodes are only going to be probably about 20 minutes. We'll see. Again, as you see, the topics are actually on the screen. We'll probably do 3 to 4 topics an episode. I just want to be able to touch base with y'all, give y'all my thoughts on certain things going on around the league. That way y'all can just truly understand like why I see things. And y'all not kind of like seeing me randomly. So my schedule will be coming out probably Sunday. I do have 5 shows that I've kind of figured out. I'm partnering with people. So be on the lookout for those. Again, I wanted to make sure that I kind of gave y'all a structured schedule so y'all could be on the lookout for everything that I do. Again, appreciate everybody that been plugged in. Everybody that's going to be watching this later on. I know I'm probably out the algorithm right now, so we'll see. I'm going to get my shows back up. We'll get back in the algorithm. Give me like 2 weeks. I'm going to be consistent over the next 2 weeks. We'll get back in the algorithm. But for everybody who is a member of my channel, appreciate all the love and the support. Appreciate everybody who pulls up, likes the videos, comment down on this video after it drops. Let me know your thoughts on these 3 topics. Again, man, this is iamzomedia. I'm your host, Prince. This is the first episode of What Are We Doing? The merch will be available on my store soon. Shout out to Nadira Gant. Shout out to Miss Goody Two Shoes. Shout out to my dude, Jay. Man, welcome everybody into What Are We Doing? I'm your host, Prince. This is iamzomedia network, man. First topic of the day. Again, share this video, like this video, comment down below after this video drops. Again, each of my What Are We Doing videos will be probably approximately 20 minutes max. Like that's my max. So make sure you watch this video later on. If you haven't, if you're doing something else, check it later on. Give me your thoughts down below. Like the video on your way in and on your way out as well. For the first topic, we have Dijonai. So I seen this earlier, right? I seen this earlier, and I remember shout out to Star Hoop Central every Monday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you pull up iamzomedia, Showtime on Point Sports, WBB Universe, and my homeboy HD. Welcome to IHD TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to everybody's channels as well. But and catch us on Mondays if you're not subscribed to Star Hoop Central. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to Star Hoop Central if you're not, and comment on all our videos. Even if it's just a fire emoji, go comment on every video on Star Hoop Central. Like the video, put a comment, fire emoji, whatever you want to do. I said this on Star Hoop Central, and it probably went over a lot of people's head. What's going on, MJ? It probably went over a lot of people's head. Remember, if you watch Star Hoop Central, let me know in the comments after this video drops if you heard what I said. I talked about, and it probably went over some people's head, I talked about Dijonai on Dallas team and how she became an afterthought of what she actually is as a basketball player. See, Dijonai is in a tough spot because she was most improved. In my opinion, last year, she should have been the defensive player of the year. I felt like she had the tougher assignments night in, night out with a lot of the upcoming guards, and she was even guarding some wings. So, and I felt like she kind of gave Connecticut Sun that kind of like defensive push and prowess they needed, especially in the playoffs. She had some clutch shots. And I remember saying this on Star Hoop Central that Dijonai is probably going to flourish more mentally on the Lynx, because on Dallas, I was seeing too many headlines about Dijonai as Paige's best friend and Paige's nuance and Paige pestering her doing warm-ups and in the tunnels before games. Like, Dijonai is in a spot to where she's going to be a free agent. She's kind of built up her career a little bit, gave herself that defensive edge after her injury. And it was kind of like ironic for me that a lot of what Dijonai was talked about in 2025 season was just about Dijonai and Nalissa Smith. That does nothing for her contract negotiations. Dallas wasn't winning. I don't think she had a good relationship with the head coach. I mean, a lot of things were going on. I seen frustration with her on the court a lot of times. Like, think about this. Dijonai is supposed to be arguably the best perimeter defender in the league, arguably. If she ain't in your top 3, I don't know what to tell you. That's a you problem. If you got a Dijonai problem. If Dijonai is in your top 3 wing defenders in the league. I always felt like Dijonai wasn't getting Dijonai is one of the best perimeter defenders. Dijonai wasn't getting Dijonai can be a ball hog on your defensive end, misses 94 feet, right? Like, she wasn't getting none of that accolation. It was a lot of off-court fanfare when Nalissa Smith and paigebueckers, like, and that's not to say you don't want to play with those type of players, but Dijonai was caught in a hard place of she's trying to become get a bigger bag in this offseason while still being likable around the league. But it started to trickle into this just great person to be on your team. No, Dijonai is a valuable player to be on your team. She's not just a great teammate. No, she's a valuable piece to any organization. So you just want to make sure that as a player, that's kind of like your calling card when you're spoken about in the media, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And ironically, after I said that Monday, 2 days later, Dijonai comes out in her interview after her first game with the Minnesotalynx. She had 10 points in the fourth quarter. I think she had like 2 steals and a block. Man, she balled with Fee out, man. Dijonai came clutch for them in the fourth quarter with 10 big points, double-digit points. I mean, that's the Dijonai that should be talked about and praised. All the other stuff, we can talk about it, but I think for Dijonai, it just felt good to get back to what I do actually matter. What my defense, what my scoring, my quickness, it actually matters to basketball versus just being a great person, right? Like, yeah, you can be a great person, but when it comes to basketball, GMs can use that against you in negotiations. Again, I think 96% of the league is going to be free agents. GMs is going to use all of that in their negotiations of, well, you were on Dallas, your defense didn't give them any spark. You didn't lead them on defense. You weren't the main reason they made the playoffs. That can be held against players, and it can help them. It can help them not be so strong in negotiations with their agent when it comes to front offices and free agency. So her going to the Minnesota Lynx, she can get back to that defensive stopper, that best perimeter player in the league. You'll probably start seeing more tweets about what she does on defense, because that's one thing that was missing with Dijonai this year. You didn't see no highlight tweets on X, on Instagram, about what she did on defense this year. And she has played solid defense. I've seen her get some chase down blocks. I've seen her get some pick your pocket steals, and they weren't as highlighted as the interactions with Paige in the tunnel. So I think this will help her negotiations as far as like what she can do for Minnesota this season, as far as how she can help them going into the playoffs, and what this can do for her future contracts. So Dijonai came out with in her interview, she slickly said, this is one of the few times this season, after her first game with Minnesota, after on Monday, with my comment probably went over some of y'all heads, she came out and said, this is one of my first times all year I've had fun playing basketball. Again, it's levels to basketball. It's not just your play, it's mental. It's how you think about things in the locker room, on the court, how you want people to view you. A lot of that goes into it. So again, I think Dijonai is in the right spot with the right team at the right time, especially becoming a free agent soon. So, man, I think this trade helps. Like I said, Monday, I think this trade helps both teams. What's going on, Amy Sue? I think this trade helps both teams, because both teams benefit from this. Minnesota in the short term, and I think Dallas will benefit from this trade in the long term. So I think both won, but I think in the short term, Dijonai is definitely the biggest winner in this trade. I don't think it's Minnesota and Dallas. I think Dijonai is the biggest winner in this trade, because she has started to become an afterthought, and that can hurt your contract negotiations when you think about being that $1 million player or $250,000 player, right? It can hurt that. So I think she's in a great spot. Those comments did spark a light bulb in my head of something that I said Monday. So I did wanted to highlight Dijonai's interview. If you haven't checked it yet, I think it's on Overtime on Twitter. The Overtime page on Twitter is the basketball page, Overtime on Twitter. It was one of their latest interviews. They interviewed Dijonai in the hallway, and she kind of mentioned this is her first time having fun this season. And that's interesting that she would kind of say something like that. But again, for her, Dallas, Minnesota, I think it's going to be a great outcome for everybody involved. And I can't wait to see what Dijonai does in the playoffs, because I think that's when she'll show up the biggest. Now, on to the next trade. Brittneysykes was traded to the Seattle Storm. They got back a first-round pick, Alicia Gray, and I think another ancillary piece that's probably not going to be on the roster next season. I think when I first seen this trade, I was like, I don't get it, but then I get it. I don't think the Mystics, even though they're in a playoff contention, I don't think the Mystics looked at it and said, okay, can we win the championship this year with this team? The 100% answer was no. So Brittneysykes probably won't re-sign, because you're not going to give her the max. So she's probably going to hit the market. So instead of her hitting the market, you got back a pick and a veteran player that can help your locker room be just a little bit more knowledgeable. See, what Alicia Clark is going to do for the Mystics, the rest of this season, what's going on, Andrew? The rest of this season is going to be way bigger than what Brittneysykes could have done for them the rest of this season. Because if Brittneysykes versus Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark's been there, done that. She's been an ancillary piece, an important piece, winning championships with like the Aces. So like her ability to help that locker room and those young players, I think this trade went under the radar for the Mystics and not Seattle, because Seattle got Sykes back. But I'm telling y'all, Alicia Clark is a Jared Dudley, Rajon Rondo veteran locker room presence that could help you understand the game of basketball. And as a rookie, and that is a young team, you want players to pick their brains, get information from them. So this move won't help them this season, but you better believe they're going to be picking her brain. She's going to be giving them information on how to guard other players, how to score on other players. Alicia Clark's been around the league. She just went back to Seattle after starting there. She was on the Aces championship run team. She's been in the playoffs most of her career. She's hit big shots. She has. If you've watched Alicia Clark career, she's hit big shots in the playoffs. She's had big stops in the playoffs. I mean, this is going to be big for the Mystics' knowledge and the head coach. Because again, I love Johnson, but he's still a rookie head coach. And sometimes he does make some questionable decisions, but I love the job and the confidence he's instilled in the Washington Mystics. So I'm actually excited for their future. And I think this move, bringing Alicia Clark there and getting back a first-round pick, is going to do wonders for them in the future, because they can pick up some knowledge along the way from somebody that's been there, done that, hit big shots, guarded other players. I mean, last year in the playoffs, if you're an Aces fan, remember, Alicia Clark started against the Liberty when Stokes went down. Alicia Clark started against the Liberty guarding Brianna Stewart, and she did an okay job on her coming off the bench in those starter minutes. I mean, she did a good job. I was actually surprised. I was a little worried, but she rebounded. She hustled. She hit some big shots in that series, even though the Liberty ended up winning. But I mean, she was there with Asia Wilson in the front court balling. She did her job, man. So what's going on, AJ? What's going on, Saheed? She did her job. So I'm actually rooting for Alicia Clark and the Mystics to pick each other's brains, because I think she has a lot of valuable knowledge that's going to help the young players on the Mystics these last, 26 games. So I'm actually interested to see what they do with that pick they got from Seattle. If they double it up, what's going on, Showtime? If they double it up, or they move to another team and say, hey, we'll give you these 2 picks for that player. Like, I'm actually interested to see if they use that pick for their own team, or they package that up with an Aaliyah Edwards. Because again, the trade deadline is a couple of days away. We'll see Monday. I don't think the Mystics are done making moves. I mean, Stephanie Dosen, they can take that pick and package it with Stephanie Dosen and probably get a higher pick. I don't think, if I'm the Mystics, I'm not done making moves. Because I got nothing to lose. I mean, making the playoffs, not making the playoffs. What's going on, Pro Fan Hoops? I got nothing to lose with these picks. So don't be shocked, y'all. I honestly don't think, and I like their GM, former player, been in the league. She's very liked. If you don't know their GM, go look her up. She's very liked around the league. I've heard great things about her in the social media circuits. I mean, don't be surprised if the Mystics pull off another move before the trade deadline in a couple days. I think the trade deadline is August 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So like 4 more days. I think it's Monday, whatever. So don't be surprised if the Mystics make another move, y'all. Don't be surprised. They got a lot of picks. They got a lot of capital. They got a lot of veteran players that probably won't re-sign next year. So don't be surprised they ship somebody out with that pick. Don't be surprised. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised, y'all. But again, shout out to Brittneysykes. Hope she does well with Seattle. I'm actually interested to see how the ball movement looks, because Sykes is another ball stopper. She wants to get in her bag. She wants to get downhill, penetrate, score at the rim, kick drives, stuff like that. Like she doesn't really like do a lot of catch and shooting. So I'm actually interested to see how her and Skylar Diggins plays together. Because Sykes isn't a big catch and shoot player. She likes to be on the move. Sometimes watching Seattle, their offense does get stagnant. So I'm actually interested to see how Sykes helps them speed up the offense. I mean, I can see it in transition, but in half court, this is what I felt. I felt like Seattle made the wrong move. I think Seattle should have went get a shooter. Like I think they needed a floor spacer to help Neka and Ezzy and Dominique Malanga in the middle. I don't think Sykes was the right player. We'll see how it plays out. Not saying Sykes won't help them, but if I was the GM and I'm trading away a first round pick, I'm getting back a shooter. Like a shooter, not a ball stopper, a shooter. I mean, I would have even went to look. I would have even went to let me see. I would say there's not a lot. I mean, you got Ariel Atkins. Ariel Atkins would have been a great piece for them for a first round pick. So I'm surprised Chicago wasn't in that mix. I'm trying to think of another team that's kind of teetering. I would have liked Mabry on that team, even though I don't think she would have got him over the hump. I think Mabry would have been a better fit because she don't really need to dribble. So I'm actually interested. Mabry would have definitely been another great fit for them. Like they needed another floor spacer. So we'll see. I will see what Sykes brings. I'm rooting for her. Y'all know I'm a Sykes fan. So I mean, we'll see what she looks like. But hey, trade deadline tomorrow, according to Nadira, tomorrow at 3 p.m. So maybe that's 2 p.m. Central Standard Time or 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't really know. Because sometimes they specific, sometimes they do like Eastern. Most of the time it's Eastern. So if it's Eastern 3, then it's 4 2 o'clock Central. So we'll see. But shout out to Sykes. Shout out to the Mystics. Another great move. Last topic. Again, I told y'all I'm only gonna keep y'all 25 minutes for the What Are We Doing episodes. Give me 3 more minutes. I want to give a shout out to Cameron Brink, man. Look, I've been one of the people that's like, why isn't Cameron Brink getting? And I get she's injured, but I was one of the people in the beginning that was like, why isn't Cameron Brink being talked about? Rookies. I mean, she's injured, yes, but why isn't she? Why isn't nobody saying what's going on with Cameron Brink? When is she coming back? Like I felt like she wasn't getting a lot of airtime. But I'm shocked. I thought it would take her at least 10 games to kind of find her rhythm. But Cameron Brink, man, she's doing her thing. I mean, it's block after block, and a lot of people don't remember this, but because she's been going so long. But I think she played 10 or 12 games before she got hurt last season. Remember, she was actually leading the league in blocks before she got hurt. So I sometimes it's like out of sight, out of mind with some players. But remember, she was number 1 in blocks and Ezzy was number 2. Ezzy ended up having some, of course, against Chicago Sky. Ezzy had like a 9 block game and an 8 block game. I think in the 3 games against Chicago Sky last year, Ezzy had like almost 30 blocks total, which was wild. Like she almost had 30 blocks against Chicago. So Ezzy ended up passing her up in blocks, but Cam came into the season before she got injured, leading the league in blocks. She had like a 5 block game, a 4 block game. I mean, she picking up right where she left off. I love how the Sparks kind of walked her back into things. She had an 8-minute game, a 10-minute game. I think she played well against the Aces. I mean, she made Stokes look like she shouldn't be in the league. like literally. So I just wanted to give Cameron Brink some love. Man, I'm excited for what she can do once she gets back to form, and it's going to take Sparks a while. It actually might not happen this season for them to kind of get her back into the offense, because she is another player that when she can get shots, she's beneficial on the offensive end as well. She can hit a three. I mean, she hit a three in her first game back against the Aces. She can hit threes. She can score in the mid range. Look, I was one of the people that wasn't mad at the Los Angeles Sparks for picking her number 2. Cam Brinks brings a lot to your team, She has a lot of potential in this league, especially on the defensive end. She's not going to give you 20 points every night, but her defensive impact is just going to be just as important. I know defense isn't talked about a lot, but defense is important. And if the Sparks can find a way to get her going offensively, she's going to be hell. And we got more on the Sparks coming Monday with Star Hoop Central, hopefully. So we'll and I'll probably touch on a little more tomorrow for Excuse to Take Over. Again, pull up for Excuse to Take Over tomorrow. Star Hoop Central Monday, 5 p.m. Make sure y'all stay locked in. Again, appreciate all of y'all. Hey, like the videos so I can get back in the algorithm. Because apparently a lot of people don't know I'm live right now. I'm probably not in the algorithm. I haven't had this low of viewers since like my first month doing YouTube. So, but I don't be caring about all of that. But like the video on your way out. Again, this is episode 1 of What Are We Doing? The merch will be coming soon. The What Are We Doing merch. Shout out to my team for making a cool ass design, man. This is basically a guy yelling with a what are we inside of it. So the What Are We Doing hoodies will be available soon in all colors, t-shirts, long sleeves as well, even performance shirts. So be on the lookout for that as well in all colors. But again, this is the first episode of What Are We Doing? Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Again, like the video on your way out. It helps me get back in the algorithm. Comment down below once it drops. Follow me on all my social media platforms. They're right down below, right there to your left. X, Instagram, and TikTok. iamzomedia. Look me up. Again, episode 1 of What Are We Doing? I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be cool.
iamzomedia, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defender, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past.